Hello, welcome to my review number 2. I hope you have already seen review number 1. This is a continuation of review number 1. As we said in review number 1, atoms are neutral because their number of protons and number of electrons are equal to each other. Protons have a plus 1 charge relatively and electrons have a minus 1 charge. Therefore, they cancel each other. If you look at the model of a simple atom, at least for atoms up to 20, atomic number 20, the electrons are filling like this. First shell 2, second shell 8, third shell 8. So we look at the rough periodic table last time. Atomic number 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Today we are going to see ionic compounds, how they are made. If I can take your attention for this neon atom, it has 10 protons. 10 protons in the nucleus and 10 electrons going around it. 2 of the electrons are in the first shell and 8 electrons are in the second shell. Two, 8. This is a neon atom. The symbol is Ne. And we said that when whatever shell is completely full, they have some special stability. But if you look at a sodium atom, its electronic configuration is like this: 2, 8, 1. Therefore, sodium will always try to give out an electron when they react, so that it will also have 8 in the last shell. So this sodium atom become sodium ion and electron. It's like a reaction. Why do we call this a sodium ion? If you count the positive charge protons and the negatively charged electrons, plus 11 minus 10 is equal to plus 1. Therefore, it has a total charge of plus 1. So we call that sodium ion. So it's a sodium ion, Na+. Similarly, if you look at the chlorine atom, chlorine is in group number 7. It has 17 protons. How will its electron configuration look like? Chlorine atom. Two in the first shell, 8 in the second shell, 10 and 7. So the outermost shell will have only 7 electrons. So it is unstable. It will try to gain one more electron, plus electron, gain one more electron and become 288. So now outermost shell is full. Therefore it will have some extra stability. But now what is its charge? Plus 17 minus 18 equal minus 1. So we call it the chloride ion, Cl minus. Chloride ion, Cl minus. So that sodium ion and the chloride ion will stay together to make the compound called ionic compound called sodium chloride or table salt. So these are sodium ion with the 2,8 configuration and chloride ion with 288. So they stay together in a lattice. So this is called 1 unit of sodium chloride crystal. In a better way, we can write like this. The sodium atom became sodium ion and electron. So it gave out an electron to be stable. And that electron is taken by the chlorine atom. It became chloride ion. So if we add these two equations together, the electron will cancel out. Sodium atom and chloride atom give you sodium ion and chloride ion. Or we can call it, without charges, we can call it sodium chloride, NaCl, or table salt. If you take a small amount of salt from your salt packet, the ions are arranged like this. The small one is the sodium ion, purple one, sodium ion, and the big chloride ion is in green. So they stay together in a lattice like this. Billions of ions are packed like this. Let's look at another ionic compound, magnesium chloride. It's a where is magnesium? It is in group 2. So it will have 2 electrons in the outermost shell. So I'm not going to draw all the circles, but if you look at the magnesium atom, only 12 electrons in the nucleus electron configuration, 2, 8, 2. So for magnesium to be stable like neon, it has to give out 2 electrons. So chemically, we can write a chemical equation like this. Magnesium will become magnesium 2 plus. So when it loses 2 electrons, it becomes 2 plus. If you write down and count all the protons and electrons, you will see that it will have a charge of plus 2. So magnesium atom became magnesium ion and 2 electrons. But the chlorine atom can accept only 1 electron, as you said earlier. If you have doubt, you can go back and see. So chlorine atom become chloride ion. But there were 2 electrons. So we need another chlorine atom to get the second electron. So this is the whole story now here. So if we add all these to see the net effect, one magnesium atom with 2 chlorine atoms became magnesium ion, chloride ion and chloride ion. If we join together, we can see that all the charges cancel out mathematically. So we can just call it MgCl2. But in the future we will see, whenever see MgCl2, don't forget that it is Mg2 plus. See these two, Mg2 plus, and chloride ion is Cl minus, Cl minus. Now the last one for today is sodium oxide. Let's see how to make sodium oxide. Sodium is in group 1 with 11 protons, but oxygen is in group 6. So how does its electron configuration look like? 8 protons, electrons 2, 6. So for oxygen to be stable like neon, to make its outermost shell full, it has to grab 2 electrons from someone. So it will accept 2 electrons from some element to become O2 minus. And the sodium atom will always give out 1 electron to be stable as before, Na plus an electron. But then how does oxygen get 2 electrons? So we need another sodium atom to do that. So this is our net result. If you add all these, electrons will cancel out. Because someone is giving electrons, someone is accepting. So electrons have to cancel out. So 2 sodium atoms will join with 1 oxygen atom theoretically to give you 2 sodium ions and 1 oxide ion. So the negative ions will have a special name. We don't call it oxygen. We don't call it oxygen minus atom ion or something. It's called oxide ion. This is called sodium ion. We don't change the name. So together we can write without charges Na2O. So you can see these two subscript. So this is how ionic compounds are made. So I was trying to give you a basic idea, and then in next lesson you will see how covalent compounds will be formed. Covalent compounds like H2, O2, N2, H2O. So thank you for watching this review number 2.